How are you?
I feel some pressure around my stomach, but overall I'm fine.
It feels like the delivery is right around the corner. I'm glad you're fine. Ever since I got pregnant with the second child, my health has been all over the place.
I know, right? I didn't have so much trouble with my health when I was pregnant with Anne. I guess it varies depending on the child. Is Anne fine? Is she feeling lonely?
She often asks about you, Betty, wondering if you've already gone to bed when it gets night. But it seems like her joy of becoming a big sister outweighs that. While looking at the ultrasound photo of the baby, she keeps saying, "I wish it would be born soon."
I see. If she's looking forward to it that much, I guess it's reassuring. They often say that when a new baby is born, the older child tends to regress. I was a little worried about that.
It should be fine. Anne is already a grade schooler after all.
Right. Oh, by the way, what happened with the business trip? Did it get confirmed?
Yes. I'm really sorry. The department head wants me as the project leader to go on this business trip.
It can't be helped. You've been working really hard, hoping that if this project goes well, you might be able to get a promotion. And I've been working hard for that, Hans. I'm being counted on by the people at the company. I have to meet their expectations.
So, as we discussed before, it wouldn't be right to leave Anne alone at home. So we can leave her at your parents' place while we go back to our hometown.
Yes. I asked your parents too, and they seem more than happy. They seem happy to live with their grandchild for a month. They even said they'd take care of dropping her off at and picking her up from school.
Is that okay?
It's fine. They've just retired and have some free time.
I'm sorry. This time, because of my circumstances, it's ended up being a childbirth in our hometown. If I could have helped a bit more with the house, it would have ended with your mother coming over like last time. Your parents' house isn't that far from ours.
It's okay. It's easier for me at my parents' house. And there's also the matter of my health this time.
I see. We'll be apart for a while, but let's try to get through this. I love you.
Today the baby was moving around a lot, so energetic. It seems like it will be born soon. Really? I'm excited! Did you hear from Dad about the overnight stay? Yes! Dad is busy with work, right? That's right. We'll have to say goodbye to Dad for a while. Are you okay with that? Yes! I promise to play a lot with Dad when I get home. I'm fine. I see. Well then, Grandpa will come to pick you up tomorrow. Okay. Good morning. I'll be home around 3 p.m. Anne is so excited to see her dad after such a long time. Make sure you play with her a lot when we get back. I can't unlock the door. Can you open it? Aren't you home right now?
I've changed the locks, so don't come back.
Huh? What are you saying? Is this some sort of surprise?
Don't come back.
Wait, what's happening? Did something happen? Just let us in. It's starting to rain and the kids will get soaked.
No way. This is not your house anymore. Just go away, okay?
I don't understand. What on earth is happening? We're temporarily sheltering at a neighbor's house because of the rain. Can you explain what's going on?
Explain? Think about it deep in your heart.
What are you trying to say? You're not in your right mind if you're kicking out your own children.
My children? Don't lie. Tell the truth. They're not really my kids, are they?
What?
I had a hunch from the first child. Anne doesn't look like me. The second one, who was just born, looks even less like me. That's when I knew.
Wait, are you suggesting I cheated on you? What makes you say that?
Getting heated like this just makes you look guilty.
You used to adore Anne.
Because I thought she was my child.
I can't believe this. I'll contact my parents. I'll report to your parents too.
What the hell are you trying to do? You're going to twist the story to suit you, aren't you? I'll do the explaining. You just babysit the brat.
Brat?
Anyway, don't come back today. Understood?
Are we not allowed to come home? Daddy, what about our promise to play? Didn't we promise to play together when I get home? Did you and Mom have a fight? You need to make up. My teacher at school said so. When you fight, you have to say sorry.
Listen, Anne. All of this is Mom's fault. Mom lied to Dad.
Lied?
Dad isn't your real dad, Anne. So don't call me Dad anymore. Brat.
Hey, how can you say that to a child? Anne is shocked and crying. What happened to you over this past month?
Nothing happened. I'm sane. Rather, I feel like I've returned to my true self.
What's that supposed to mean? Was all that kindness a lie? Do you remember the vows we made at our wedding? To trust each other at all times. You said it too.
Shut up. Be quiet. Don't contact me anymore.
Wait. I can't possibly accept this. Hands. What do you mean they're not my kids? I see. I get it all now. The real reason why you've changed your mind.
Huh? There's no real reason. The cause is you.
You said you're taking shelter from the rain at a neighbor's house, right? At Davis's house, a mom friend. The house diagonally across from ours.
So what?
When we were visiting our hometown, Davis said she accidentally saw it when she was driving. You bringing a woman into her house.
Just because you're cornered, don't start spouting nonsense. Or is it this? All the women are teaming up to push the responsibility on me. This is why I hate housewives. They have nothing better to do than spread ridiculous rumors.
There's evidence.
What?
Davis's car dash cam. I checked just in case, and it was all clearly recorded. I was shocked when I saw the woman's face. Your ex-girlfriend, right? It was Angela, wasn't it?
That was a colleague from work. It's not Angela. It's a case of mistaken identity.
Angela and I went to the same high school and college. I saw her face often, and her distinctive mole hasn't changed since then. I wouldn't mistake her. Should we track down our friends from college and contact Angela? We can also send her the dashcam data and ask if it's her. Or we could hire a private detective.
Enough already. I got it. Angela did come to our house. Are you happy now?
That's not good enough. You were saying something about the kids. A little investigation will show that those two are indeed your children. Why would you say something so stupid? Explain it properly from your mouth.
Shut up. What's with that tone? You sound like my mom. It's true that when women give birth, they transform into this creature called a mother. They lose all their appeal as the opposite sex. Even though Angela was so wonderful, it's a huge difference.
You plotted against me to get together with Angela. Tried to divorce me under favorable conditions for you. If so, you're the worst. You said such terrible things to little Anne. You're an irredeemable scumbag.
Shut up. You, after all, don't know anything about me. Don't make assumptions.
Then speak up. Stop blabbering nonsense. Come on.
I've been holding back all this time.
Huh? Holding back?
I never even liked kids, but playing the role of a good father was well received at work. In this day and age, you never know where information will leak from. So I had to keep up appearances at work, in front of my wife's family, and in front of our family. It was all for promotion. Living like that was suffocating. But the moment you all went back to your hometown, I felt that our cramped house suddenly became spacious. I could go out for a drink late at night, meet with friends. I hadn't had that kind of freedom since I was single.
Is that why you ran into Angela again?
Yeah, Angela hadn't changed at all. It was like my heart time-traveled back to my bachelor days. Every day was rosy. I was so happy. But when you guys came back, this fun time would disappear, and I'd be back to that suffocating life. That's why I kicked you guys out to prevent it.
I see. So you're basically drunk on a momentary freedom, and your head is filled with fantasies. Looking at you now, you're clearly not sane.
If you're convinced, that's just fine. Go ahead and leave me. That way I'm freed from the burden and can truly be free.
Do what you want? I don't want to live with a man like you anyway. However, make sure you pay the child support, and I'll definitely be claiming alimony.
Give as much as you like. It doesn't hurt or bother me at all. So it's an agreement between both parties. It's an amicable divorce. No more lingering issues. Let's not dig up the past ever again. Let's stop the unnecessary fights.
You just don't want to go to court, right? It would only put you at a disadvantage. You're so low. Well, never mind.
Betty, how are you doing?
Who is this?
It's me. It's Hans. You forgot about me? That's harsh.
Ah, it's been a while. I was about to forget you. Rather, I prefer not to retain even a millimeter of memory concerning you. I was thinking it was about time you contacted.
Were you waiting for my call? That's nice.
Don't just interpret things in a way that suits you. I just thought it was about time you woke up and came crying back in a disgraceful manner. Did you enjoy your fleeting freedom? Is Angela doing well?
Are you asking even though you know?
Of course. I heard that Angela dumped you. Why? Why don't you tell me the reason?
Well, Angela got angry because you sued me for alimony, and then we had a fight.
I see, but that's natural, right? I told you clearly. I'll claim the alimony strictly. You agreed, didn't you?
I didn't think that Angela would be charged too at that time. I didn't think that far. It's natural to claim alimony from a cheating husband and his lover, right?
Ah, but you were like a drunk at that time, and your head was full of fantasies, so you couldn't think that far.
You're right. I was out of my mind. Please. I want you to take me back. I returned to my old self.
No, the family bonds you broke won't return just because of that. And we are divorced. We're strangers now.
Please. I can't take it anymore. I can't stand going home. Even when I come home tired from work, the house is dirty, dark, and no meal is served. There's no family to welcome me home. I'm about to lose it from loneliness.
Ah, I see.
Really? Right now, I'm mentally quite unstable, and because of that, I'm not doing well at work. I can't keep my relationships as smooth as before.
That's probably because your mental state, or rather the people at your company dislike you. The story that you're the scumbag who locked his wife and child out of the house has gotten around to your coworkers.
Why? Don't tell me you deliberately ratted me out to the company. Don't mess with me. I told you it was an amicable divorce.
I didn't do anything. Remember Davis, who let us take shelter during that incident? He seems to have spread the rumor.
What?
It seems like Davis knows someone who works at the same company as you. The rumor spread from that person throughout the company. There's a saying, no one can put a door on people's mouths. Your carefully built image is now shattered. I doubt you'd be fired, but it might impact your future. Oh, speaking of which, weren't there talks about a promotion?
You're kidding. Betty. If things go on like this, my life will really be over. But if you guys are with me, I'm sure I can start over. I want to see the kids. I want to talk to Anne again.
No.
I've been saying all this. Why won't you listen to my request? Are you saying it's okay no matter what happens to me? You're heartless.
Stop throwing a tantrum. Right now you're just like a baby. Hey, Mom? Did you talk to Dad? Yes. Did Dad say anything? He said he wants to see you guys. You know, do you still want to see Dad? I used to. Is it different now? I realized when I saw you and the grandparents talking, Dad did something bad, right? Yes, he did. He did something very terrible. You were very sad. And Mom was very sad too. Yes, I know. I saw Mom crying in the middle of the night. My school teacher said, if you fight, you have to apologize and make up. But if you do something very bad, even if you say sorry, you won't be forgiven. Dad did something like that, right? So I won't see Dad until he really regrets it. Is that okay? Yes. I want Dad to really reflect on it. I see. You're an adult, aren't you? Probably the most adult in the family. When Han's father learned of what we had suffered at the hands of Hans, he was understandably furious. Hans was disowned by his father, ensuring that he would receive no further assistance, regardless of what might happen in the future. Whether influenced by the rumors circulating at work, soon Hans was demoted and relocated to a remote rural area. His chances of promotion were cut off, and it seems his salary was reduced as well. But given that he needs to pay child support, quitting his job isn't really an option. Until Anne can find it in her heart to forgive him, Hans' days of atonement will continue. As for me, I'm helping out at the company my father runs, while studying for a caregiver qualification. This is an effort to secure a higher paying job. My youngest is still small, which can be difficult, but Anne has been a huge help, taking care of my little sister like a second mother. From now on, we three women plan to support each other and carry on.